I hear the birds singing outside, and the topic here is be comfortable as we are. You think the bird singing outside is comfortable as he or she is? I tend to think so. Maybe it doesn't matter because he doesn't think. But if he does, I think he's happy just singing a song in the evening. It's not sunny and a little windy, but it doesn't seem to not to bother him or her. So all the beings from the insect, amoeba, to bird, I'm not sure I can talk for them, but they are living as they are, given the situation, doing the best. Maybe they don't think that they're doing the best, but whatever the faculty, the talent they have, they do what they need to do. And as the environment changes, they may adapt and they may even improve to the point that they may develop a brain and become like a human. And let's say that we are developed in such a manner from the, you know, virus, amoeba, whatever, the insect and the rabbit and the lettuce or the bird and the chimpanzee and the human being. And are we comfortable as we are? That's my big question. And if you are already comfortable, you don't ask such a question because you are comfortable, so there's no need to ask the question. But I asked it for the sake of us understanding what the sentence means. Just be comfortable as we are. I think it's just profound. If you are following the law of nature, doing whatever need to be done, as the birds singing outside, we may be just humming and enjoying our being. I wrote a book about the mini company, which is the concept of each of us become the president of our area of responsibility in the organization or in our own life, whatever the case is. It's a whole structure equal. It doesn't matter if you are the cell or the individual or the organization. We have this network of customer and suppliers, and each cell is trying to do their best connecting to each other. And in the family, we connect it to our relationship with the children and the parents and so on and so forth. And in organization, in a mini company setting, you are the president of your area of responsibility. Whether you're at the shop floor or middle management, at the top management, it doesn't matter because you have the same construct of the customer, suppliers, and I call bankers and employees, if you don't call that. But roughly speaking, customer and suppliers, because there's a relationship, reciprocal relationship when you're at the center to figure out which customer to serve and what supplier to depend on and how you connect and develop the mission, KPI, key performance indicators, have a plan and execute it and show the result. And it's the idea of self-managing in the organization. And that's what I wrote in the book called The Shop Floor Management, New Shop Floor Management, and also another book called The Results from the Heart. Basically talking about the self-management. Self-management for what purpose? To me, it is to find the destiny and live with your mission. You find the destiny, and I say, find what you really like. That's the mission, because you are more productive and having fun, and you feel happy in doing so. Whatever the situation we fall into, I want to ask each of us to feel like that. And the reason why I emphasized that and wrote the book about, along with waste elimination and so forth, is that in many companies, if not all, many people may be somewhat suffering because of the red tape and the bureaucratic process and the boss who doesn't care much about what you're thinking. You may have an idea, but nobody listens. And you just resign to work for money or whatever the setting would lead you to do certain things. But I think that's not natural. compared to the bird singing outside, for example. I want me and everyone to be free in a way, free in principle, to figure out we are the president of our own area of responsibility. In the organization, that's one example. But if you're alone in the middle of the field, it's the same thing, just like the bird in the tree. And if you can be like that, I think you are the master of your own destiny. That's what you want to get to. Well, I think I need to. I want to. And as I age, I feel, well, maybe I have some accumulated wealth that might help because I'm not rushing to make money or something as much. So given the setting I have, I think I'm fairly happy the way it is. I'm alone here because of the lockdown in New Zealand. I don't have a partner, but to me, it actually gave me an interesting insight to live alone, like being a bachelor, and figuring out what to do. And my house is like my playhouse. I have lots of things to do. And I can worry about things like a visa or a green card or the red tapes, or do I get disease? What's the insurance? I mean, there are issues that you can think about. Can I be healthy? What about a friend? What's the future? Yeah, you can think about those. And the society may help you to create more ideas because they offer you lots of proposed solutions like finding your mate, or go to this location, or how to make money, or how you can be healthy. What to drink, what to take, and what not to do. But let's think about it. You want to be managing, not being managed by the TV and the authorities. What is your value? What do you want to do? How can you be the president of your area of responsibility? How can you be the master of your destiny? And you can use this idea in your company to behave like the president of your mini company. And if you can excel in doing it, because you have to work with the people, customers, suppliers, different tools, different ideas, different initiatives, and figure out the mission of what the organization is supposed to be doing to satisfy customers and achieve the cost target or whatever the target you have. And for you to be feeling the master, be happy in what you do with the people around you. Because that's the environment you can define at your own will. That's self-management, in my view. That's the idea of mini company. That's the ownership and the be the master of destiny. I want each and every single person in the company to want to behave like that. And I practiced this idea, along with others for the last 35, 40 years. And I found lots of interesting achievement. There are more to be done, but I don't stop to share this idea, not just in the company and as a consultant or company advisor or whatever the part I can take to connect this idea to the betterment of the performance of the company, as well as each individual within. So there are tools and ideas I shared elsewhere to be self-managing. So going back to the original point of, are you comfortable as you are? If you can manage your area with the people and the tools, what you got, and relating to others, that's a good exercise. But like if you're alone, like my case, lockdown in New Zealand, so I'm lucky to be here because there's not much constraint as to what to do. So I do the gardening work and, changing things and cleaning up and learning what to cook and all that, and self-managing. I can worry about the future, but just listening to the bird and thinking this idea, be comfortable as you are. I think that's the foundation. That's the basic. That's the ownership. And that's what we, each of us, want to be. You find your destiny because you should know more about yourself, your skill, talent, hopefully. Well, this is what you really like to do. That's where your energy, the expression of who you are, is to be found. And when you find what you really like to do, and that helps the society, that's the path. That's the ideal, in a way, for any living being, so to speak. But if you are finding that and performing it and learning through the process by planning and doing and checking and acting and figuring out what to do to come up with the idea and experiment, if it doesn't work, then you revisit, reflect on it, and figuring out and keep improving, finding the way into the future. Because supposedly, I think that's what we are meant to do. Otherwise, you have to have someone else to instruct you what other people need to do all the time, which doesn't make sense because this someone else may not know more about the situation that you know about yourself and why you are there and what can be done, especially when he's from the remote location or from the book or from the seminars or something, and they tell you how to feel, how to live, how to work, and all that. But at the end, the answer has to come from within. That answer is when you have the life energy pouring out within your being, from your being, like a children. There's energy, fun, smile, and sort of like a determination, to the will, strong will to express what you can do, who you are. And you have a room to experiment in so many ways. The life gives you all the opportunities for you to do that. You don't need to be confined by certain ideas, certain concepts. Of course, one of the issue which I've been talking in this voice memo or YouTube is to know yourself, what you like, what's your skill, what you're good at, what's your circle of competence, what area is missing, how you can learn, from whom you can learn, how you can not make mistakes, how to not create waste, but helping yourself, helping others at the same time, and finding the passage. Nobody would do it for you, I would think. Maybe your father or mother or friend may tell you, but they are not like you. They may not know who you really are and you desire. So self-management, the whole idea of mini company, connect to this idea of feeling happy or feeling, what did I say? Feeling comfortable as you are. So you don't do unnecessary things. You don't do the area of things that is beyond your competency because it could be dangerous. If you're exploratory in the mood, maybe it's okay because that's nature's way of any being to explore the potential. So go through PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act, starting with checking where you are, what you feel like, what's missing, and what can be done. I mentioned about the life profile along with the mini company idea. You can monitor those ideas, the KPIs, find the balance, and be creative about it. Simple idea. Be comfortable as we are. You live your own life and you stick with it. Of course, you can talk with others to check and balance their opinion, but ultimately, it's for you to find the passage, I would think. I think I have a son and daughter. son is in the States and the daughter in Japan. I don't meet them much. They seem to be self-managing. It's our job, parents' job, for children to grow on their own. Well, we can give advice or share something, but it's their life, their vision, their confidence, their dream. And your job is to prepare. So my last word to my son was, find what you really like, and hopefully that helped the society. Then you find a way. That was when he was 17. Be comfortable as we are. I'm at 72. It takes time to realize some simple things. Do what you really like. And if that helps you, for example, eliminating waste, tidying up, and having people come if that's what you like, and entertain and helping others, or maybe just for yourself, but calm and quiet and peaceful. Go through some thought experiment, whatever, if that's what you like, or painting, or agricultural things, swimming, diving, surfing, writing book, singing, whatever. And find the circle of confidence, what you really like, and enjoy doing it. And be happy. Happiness is a subjective thing. You don't have to measure against someone else. I don't need to say much more about it. We can talk more about it, but it's unnecessary, I hope. Well, that's a little story about being comfortable, about who we are. Being comfortable as we are. I wish you luck, and your journey in your life is fun while helping others. Thank you, and good luck.